Hi, everybody. I'm going to talk to you about psychic kids today. So, welcome to Kelle's Corner. Glad you're here. Kind of missed last week. Sorry about that. Got really busy with readings and a missing persons case. So, today, see this little picture? This is about children and how psychic children are. These are my kiddos when they were little. And so, this is really about manifesting integrity in children and psychic ability. Now, listen, being a psychic mom, right? I would have had psychic children because psychic ability runs in families. I can go back in my generation. Okay, I had a psychic grandmother. My mother was psychic. I was psychic. You know what I mean? There was family members in my family who are intuitive. But this is really about your children. Okay, so children today are being born into this world. We all pick this world, okay? Some days are crazier than others. But these kids that are being born today are so evolved, right? And they're involved the evolvement in them is that they get it like 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, all right? Their energy is old soul. Their energy is they've been here before, they've been around all circumstances. They're truly here being magnificent healers, is all I can say. I have a really wonderful priest friend of mine named Father Wally, and he used to say to me back in the day, Kelly, when I'm baptizing these children, you should see their auras. He was extremely psychic. He was a phenomenal priest. And he really helped guided me at certain points in my life with psychic ability, believe that or not. And we are actually, he would say when he would baptize these babies, their auras were beautiful, right? Like they just filled the church. So think on that. So you have a child that picks you to be mommy and daddy and to guide you and that kind of thing. And we have these beautiful little beings that come into our world. And these beautiful little beings just want to beam out is the best way. So, you know, they're full of pureness. That's all babies are and children. And then they come into our arms and then we start to dictate. And then sometimes we do things wrong and we squelch their intuitiveness. And that's the wrong way. So I'm going to give you experiences on my life with my kids. So when I had my 3 kids in 3 years, so Matt, Avery, and Haley, when they came into my world, it was very important for me. You know what I mean? We could communicate, right? So my kids actually, believe it or not, were born. They had speech delay. Shocker. Okay, I love to talk. My husband loves to talk. You know what I mean? And ability, whatever. We had kids that didn't talk right away. But no surprise to me because a lot of kids who are psychic have that delay because they communicate through their mind's eye. I could think things, and these kids would know what to do. They could do the same, and I would know what to do. So, you know, oftentimes we say delay, delay, delay in children, learning delays, you know, speech delays. If I hear that word one more, delay, in kids, I want to scream. Okay, because everybody develops at their certain stages. And everybody wants to have a diagnosis. And you know what? Sometimes it's just all the other energy just catching up, right? And sure, obviously you have to massage things and work through things, but to help them out. But this is really important about their energy. So when we work with that, what happens is that, you know, you have to acknowledge your children as a whole spiritual being, the whole psychic being, and the whole physical being. So when you get those 3 together, okay, you can help massage or with the psychic ability in your children. Fantastic. Because you know what? As adults, we're all trying to be intuitive, right? We're all trying to get that hunch to make the best business deal, get that hunch to make the best college choice, get that hunch to date the right person, right? Whatever it is. So if you teach children how to be intuitive right away, what happens is they get it. They know how to ground their energy. They know to have free speech within what they feel and sense, not be squelched. Children are the most psychic till age usually around 7, and then sometimes during that time frame it gets squelched somehow through schools, through parents, through what adversity, whatever it would be. So you got a window here, right? You got a window to manifest this. So when my little ones were little, now they're all in their 20s and going to the bar tonight together. So this is really about when you work with the kids, what happens is that you're going to teach them how to use their own energy, and that it's okay. So for instance, in my kids growing up, I would teach them how to ground themselves. So how do you do that? You sit in a circle together, you say crisscross applesauce together, and you just start to talk about like energy as a big balloon, and it's coming over, and you're holding on to this balloon, and you're grounded, and your feet are planted, but you're rising up, and your energy's up. And now, you know what? You're going to, relax. Feel that balloon floating above you, and how you're going to work with that. Well, little kids, right? What are they going to do? They're going to get up and pretend they're holding the balloon. Awesome. And then their brother's going to try and pop their own balloon to their sisters. Sure, that's going to happen. Pretty funny. But you're going to be able to say, okay, now let's ground our balloon, right? Everybody put their feet flat on the ground, and we're going to ground our energy. And you know what? Now I want you to be a tree. So what happens when you tell kids to be something? They be it. So they'll act like a tree. They'll go hug a tree. They'll feel the energy from that. They'll learn how to ground into energy, right? So as the kids get older, and you know what, we go through colors, or we go through ABCs, or whatever it is, you say to your children, Mommy's thinking of a color, it's red, white, or blue. And in that color, what color do you think Mommy's thinking of? The color's red. Guess what? Your kids are going to say red. Because you're going to send them that red color, and they're going to feed it back to you. So you're going to show the ebb and flow of this, right? So as your kids get older and learn to become more, use their intuition, you know what? You're going to start bumping it up, and you're going to say, you know what? What are you going to get on your test today? You're taking a test. Do you think it's going to be an A, B, or C? You know what? Or is it going to be a B minus? You put that intention in their head. They have that intention in their head. Watch what grade they get. So you are going to be manifesting, kind of directing their little ships here to be able to manifest with psychic ability. So in psychic ability, when we have little ones who will talk about things that they shouldn't even know about, then you say, how do you think you know that? Wait for their answer. Don't be surprised if they talk a blue streak, right, about a past life they've had. Don't be surprised if they know things that you think, oh my God, how does this 4-year-old know all about these airplanes and dinosaurs, and they can name every one of them, and pretty amazing. Probably odds are maybe they were a pilot in the past life. So there's a lot of generalizations in parenting that you have to get out of the generalization mode, because this is all whom they are, who they came into this world with, right? Most important when you're working with children with psychic ability, it's important to hug on them, love on them, and you make sure that they feel in comfort. And you know what? If your kids start to have dreams or get, scared in dreams or that kind of thing, it's important to ground them before they go into sleep. All right? We've talked forever on grounding and how to do that. You own your children's energy. As I always say, you own your children's energy until they have their first mortgage. All right? So that's a pretty thick bill there. But truly, that's how it works. So it's time to ground them before they go to bed. It's time to, when you hug on them when they're older, just say in your head, you're grounded, you're planted. So your psychic ability can lead you. Your intuition can lead you. When you start to use this modality, what's so amazing is you'll see your children start to be quiet. They'll learn to be quiet. They'll learn to be centered. There's nothing better than you have a child that's just happy, right? I'm so tired of like the non-happy of everything that's going on in this world. And you know what? You have to protect your children's energy from this crazy that's happening on with the pandemic, a crazy that's happening on with people, how they're acting after it. I just heard a recent story that, kids can't they're going to Disney World today, but guess what? Mickey can't even hug them, or they can't hug Mickey. What? This is crazy. Children need to know that they are okay, that they're centered, that they can use psychic ability. This is all about manifesting this great adult coming down the pike. And how do you do that? You teach your children how to be psychic, and you let them be psychic, because psychic ability is our guidance, our best friend that we have forever and ever and ever. And why not teach them while they're young? So with that, I'm going to close. That's your homework, parents, to work within that. Feel free to ask any questions you would like me to fulfill that with you. And you can contact me at psychicmediumkelly.com on my website, or psychicmedium@verizon.net. Just shoot me an email. So everybody have a great week. Have a happy Easter, and much love and blessing to you this week. Thank you.